Hello, my name is Krzysztof Malarz, and I'm here on behalf of Team Future Business Developers to talk about the Computer Finder version 1.0. So how would you like to enter the ever-growing lucrative world of the electronic retail industry? Specifically, the PC market, a multi-billion-dollar industry. The sales revenues for laptops last year alone surpassed actually the $100 billion mark. So how to enter such a market, you may ask, and take advantage of its growth and size? How separate yourself from the fierce competition, the likes of Amazon, eBay? Well, the solution is simple. It's an investment in our product, the Computer Finder. So we've all been there before. There came a time when we had to purchase a computer, and the process was never really easy. It involved time, effort, driving store to store, reading reviews, trying to figure out what we really need, whether it will match what we're trying to achieve. Similarly, put yourself in the shoes of a college student, someone that's on a tight budget, who have specific needs for a computer in order to complete their studies. Or put yourself in the shoes of an elderly person who's really unsure what they're looking at when trying to purchase a computer. Maybe perhaps they're just trying to stay in touch with their family or just surf the web, but they're not really sure whether they're being sold something that is far beyond what they actually need. Thus, these two will become our target segments, as their moments of struggle and the daunting task of purchasing a computer will be the same. Ultimately, they'll be trying to sift through all the optional software, the core features, the hardware, all the while trying to interpret and confusing computer terminology. They'll be also trying to obtain unbiased reviews and guidance on where to purchase a computer, how to go about it, which specific computer is right for them. And lastly, they'll be trying to get the most value for their money by finding something that exactly matches those needs, all the while trying to eliminate all the fillers, all the non-essential things that they don't need and just end up costing them money. So the struggle, let's face it, has been real. That is until we came along with our product, which is unparalleled in the industry today. First and foremost, we'll become a one-stop shopping experience where you'll buy everything right then and there. Also, our software will be able to ask for the specific needs what a customer is trying to get out of the computer, and in turn help match those needs with a product, all the while trying to stay within their budget. So ultimately, we'll be saving the customers the most valuable thing of all, time. Lastly, with our amazing customer service, we're able to provide step-by-step guide throughout the whole process, whether by chat or by phone, all the while offering this in multiple languages and giving them access to all the most current deals in the market. So you may ask yourself, why not just go the other route? Why not, for example, go to a store? Well, some problems might arise there. First and foremost, this will require a good amount of time driving store to store. The products aren't always in stock on the shelves either. Also, you might run into an employee that might be biased or might be working on a commission, so you might not always trust him or believe what he's recommending. So then why not maybe go online and purchase a computer there? All these issues that might come up might end up being similar. Not everything is always in stock online either. You might be facing a hidden shipping fee, for example, and the list of reviews on there aren't always 100% honest. Even the reviews on websites might be biased due to the computer companies sponsoring those exact websites. Finally, these websites might not have the best customer service in place. Case in point, all the companies outsourcing their customer service to India, for example. And you'll be also encountering plenty of confusing computer terminology. So clearly, these two alternatives don't always work out. However, our prototype, our Computer Finder, does. As you can clearly see, everything is very simple, easy, and regardless of age or experience, very easy to navigate as well. You have everything you need right there on the screen, where you input all your needs, everything you're trying to get out of a computer, and in turn it will spit out a product that very closely matches those needs. Additionally, customer service is just a click away, whether you want to chat with them or talk to them throughout the whole process. Also, the glossary for that terminology is just a click away in the help section as well. Now this software itself will be available in the kiosks installed in retail stores with whom we have partnered up with, as well as are linked within the websites of our partners. So, how to enter the market? Well, first and foremost, the process of purchasing a computer will be very fresh, so surely will garner attention early on. The partnerships that we will develop will also help greatly with our expansion and growth. We'll be able to convince them of the benefit of our partnerships by showing our business model, how we'll generate profit and revenue for them as well. And also the fact that the service will be free to customers, as well as its outstanding customer service we provide, will surely also gain plenty of positive feedback and attention from customers. And lastly, because it is a one-stop shopping experience, the convenience will surely be appreciated by plenty of customers. And I would have to mention the fact that you don't need a computer engineering degree to understand what you're looking at will be very appreciated by customers as well. Nor do you have to be an IT specialist, as you're faced with all these core features of this confusing terminology. So now let's look at the revenue. Specifically, it will be sourced from the commission that will be charged against our computer supply partners for every sale. Currently set at 3.21%, it will help us meet our profit level of 20% of total revenue. Other two sources of revenues will first off start with the sale of consumer data, something that is highly sought after by plenty of companies as it includes important information on consumer purchase behavior. And the second source, service warranty agreements, will bring with it two benefits. Firstly, of course, it will bring additional revenue, and secondly, it will keep our customers satisfied in case if something happens to the products after they purchase them. And looking at the profits and cost of things. With costs, this will include the development, installation, and maintenance of our kiosks on a year-to-year basis. When it comes to profit, as already mentioned, at 20% of revenue for the first year is projected to be $50,000. Now, there will be several revenue risks. First and foremost, potential an increase in maintenance costs might be brought about through an increase in labor costs or an increase in part costs. Secondly, a change in consumer behavior might come about. For example, if customers all of a sudden began purchasing more and more gaming platforms. And thirdly, a market recession would drop consumer spending down all across the board. Looking forward, though, our projected target profit level will be set at 30% or $75,000. We really hope to achieve this through three separate paths. First and foremost, an establishment of an efficient supply chain which would help bring down the costs of our mains and our development and installation of our kiosks. Secondly, the establishment of a great customer service base will help bring a positive image and bring more attention and more sales for our product. Finally, an established marketing strategy within the social media platform will also help bring more and more foot traffic to our websites, to our service, and in turn increase those sales. So when it comes to further down the road, the potential in our profit and our revenue, as you can clearly see, by the second year the revenue is projected to more than double, and also will really come about through the expansion, through the growth within the retail industry as we grow on a national level. In the third, fourth year, our projected growth brings with it even further increases in our revenue, thus pointing to the fact of how strong our potential really is. Now, when it comes to creating and generating social value, this is a very important factor to us, as it allows us to really give back to the community, back to society. Additionally, it helps improve our image in not just our customers and employees, but also to our potential partners. We hope to achieve this through the promotion of services to help those in need, those job hunting in order to help with the current high unemployment rate. So finding a job can be a very difficult process, similarly to trying to purchase a computer to help with that job hunt. However, clearly, as already shown, our solution can help with finding the right computer for the customer. That way they can focus more on finding the right job, finding employment. Specifically, we hope to target our services to those most in need, the unemployed veterans as well as soon to graduate students. Hope to extend and promote Dell's already existing discounts to both groups as well. Now, the social value that's generated here can be quite significant, as most recent numbers show there are more than 2 million unemployed veterans in the United States. And with the military being a point of pride for the general public, any company seen supporting them will surely be viewed in a positive light. Case in point, all the restaurants offering free discounts to veterans. When it comes to students, the most recent unemployment rate for college recent graduates is 4%, or 160,000 students. Thus, our product clearly has great potential to help out many people. And the best part is it really generates zero cost for our solution, as Dell has already agreed to take on these costs. Now, when it comes to the marketing channels, we can first look at the search engine marketing program that we have to institute, where every time someone types where to buy a computer or where to buy a laptop or such similar phrase, it would take them to our services within our partner's website. At $3 per click, all we need is about one purchase for every 300 visits in order to break even. That's pointing to the profit, the potential for this program to really increase that foot traffic. Now, in terms of the social media advertisement, we hope to increase our presence in the platforms that our target segments most frequently visit when it comes to the elderly and the college students. Specifically, platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, as well as VA and AARP. With that presence there, along with the search engine marketing, really help to increase that foot traffic and in turn increase the sales. Now, there are several business ecosystem risks involved here, and I'll go over three. First and foremost, Dell would have to update their platform as well as our other partners in order to accommodate our custom order system. But the solution here is quite simple, really. By giving them the exact specifications as well as giving them the time to update those platforms, this risk should be easily solved. Might also encounter retail stores that might be a little hesitant, unsure whether they should allow us to install our kiosk and thus partner up with us. However, we're pretty certain that by showing them our business model, we can prove to them the benefits, the increase in revenues and sales will bring to them if they elect to install those kiosks. Additionally, we can send sales representatives to help out with installation and to help with this issue. And thirdly, we might come across storefront employees who might lack the knowledge or the motivation to direct customers to our kiosks. But here again, the solution is easy. All we have to do is offer free training for those employees at their leisure, at their flexibility, in order to help increase that knowledge and maybe that motivation. Additionally, we could also send ambassadors who could speak on behalf of our product. So, you may ask, why is he so confident throughout this presentation? Why is he so sure that the computer finder is the right solution? Well, I'll be sure to hammer down this in the next 5 points here. First and foremost, as I already mentioned, this service is entirely free to customers. Often we'll hear something is free, but there's always a little catch. There's always a little writing in the bottom. After all, a famous economist once said there's no such thing as free lunch. But with us, it absolutely is free. Additionally, it is a self-funded project, meaning the commission that we charge our computer supplies not only covers our entire cost, but on top of that actually produces profit. Thirdly, customers can also rarely say that they're receiving extra benefits, extra comfort at no cost, and yet our solution provides just that. Fourthly, the increase in sales for the retail stores would be a really great draw to them, and it'll be hard to not take advantage of our partnerships. And fifth and finally, we'll be able to sustain our competitive advantage through the quick expansion and growth in our nation and partnerships that were established, thus dissuading any potential competition trying to enter the market. Additionally, from the onset, we'll be updating and tweaking our software in order to most match exactly what a customer looks for in a guide to purchasing a computer. So in conclusion, our team really believes that we found a viable solution to the PC purchase process with the following four metrics. Firstly, we found a great way to connect with the core target segments in order to help them find the right PC that they need. Secondly, we strongly believe that we can establish amazing partnerships with retail stores and computer suppliers where the benefits will be mutual, and in turn it will help create some really good credibility to our product. Thirdly, with our marketing programs, we will not only be able to take a strong foothold in the market, but also easily bring in traffic and thus increase sales of our services, of our products. And finally, as already proven, the potential for the profit and the revenue is most certainly there, as is the growth that comes along with expansion within the nation. Thus, the computer finder really is a no-brainer for those trying to take advantage of the electronic retail world and grow from there. Thank you.